narrator. Welcome back to the English Learning Podcast's Intermediate Guide series. Today we're immersing ourselves in the vibrant world of navigating city events and festivals. From bustling food markets and lively music concerts to traditional cultural celebrations and dazzling light shows, urban centers worldwide offer an incredible array of experiences. Knowing how to find out about these events, understand their offerings, and make the most of your visit is a fantastic way to engage with a city's unique spirit and connect with its local community. How do you inquire about upcoming events, ascertain their accessibility, or understand specific cultural protocols without feeling lost or out of place? What language allows you to describe different types of events, express your interest, or discuss logistics like ticketing, transport, and crowd management? And crucially, how do you engage with the local culture respectfully, ensuring your participation enhances the festive atmosphere rather than disrupting it? This episode is designed to equip you with the essential vocabulary, practical strategies, and cultural insights necessary to approach city events and festivals with confidence, curiosity, and a genuine appreciation for diverse traditions. Today's discussion moves beyond simply attending an event, delving into the nuances of local customs, planning for large crowds, and immersing oneself respectfully in a festive atmosphere. We are privileged to host a conversation between Ms. Sofia Ramirez, a renowned urban cultural events planner and director of the Vibrant Cities Initiative, based in Barcelona, Spain, and Mr. Kenji Tanaka, a seasoned travel writer and cultural anthropologist who frequently covers global festivals from his home in Kyoto, Japan. Their dialogue will illuminate the best practices and common pitfalls in navigating city events and festivals, offering you a richer understanding of how to transform a simple visit into an unforgettable cultural immersion. So, let's explore the intricacies and joyous potential of truly mastering the navigation of city events and festivals. Sofia, Kenji, it's a genuine pleasure to finally connect with you. Your experience as a travel writer focusing on festivals must give you unique insights into urban cultural dynamics. From your perspective, when someone is preparing to navigate a city event or festival, what are your initial, most crucial considerations for them to keep in mind? Is it about simply looking up the dates, or is there a preliminary step of understanding the event's character and scale? Kenji, Sofia, the pleasure is entirely mutual. Your work in urban cultural planning provides such a vital understanding of how these events come to life. When someone is preparing to navigate a city event or festival, my initial consideration is always a preliminary step of understanding the event's character and scale, rather than simply looking up the dates. It's crucial for them to first grasp. Is it a small local fair or a massive international festival? What's the primary purpose? Celebration, protest, commerce, or art? This helps set expectations for crowds, accessibility, and overall atmosphere. My foundational groundwork always involves asking, what kind of experience am I seeking and what is the true nature of this event? Do you find that a mismatch between expectations and reality is a common pitfall that diminishes enjoyment? Sofia, absolutely, Kenji. Your emphasis on understanding the event's character and scale is unequivocally fundamental. A mismatch between expectations and reality is indeed one of the most common and detrimental pitfalls, often leading to disappointment, frustration, or feeling overwhelmed. Without a clear picture of what to expect, even incredible events can be poorly experienced. My research shows that individuals who do their homework on an event's type, size, and typical vibe significantly enhance their enjoyment. What specific linguistic strategies do you employ to inquire about upcoming events, ascertain their accessibility, or understand specific cultural protocols without feeling lost or out of place? Kenji, that's where polite, specific questioning and expressing genuine interest become paramount, Sofia. My primary strategy for inquiring about events and protocols involves using open-ended questions that invite detailed information and demonstrating respect for local customs. Instead of a blunt "what's happening," I'd articulate, "Could you tell me a bit more about the upcoming Fiesta del Sol? I'm particularly interested in what kind of performances to expect." To ascertain accessibility, I'd ask, "Is the main festival area easily accessible for someone using a wheelchair? Or, are there designated quiet zones for those who might find the crowds overwhelming?" For cultural protocols, I might say, "I'm keen to participate respectfully. Are there any specific customs or traditions I should be aware of? For instance, regarding photography or dress code during the parade? I also often preface my questions with phrases like, "I'm really looking forward to experiencing the local culture, so," to convey positive intent. Do you find that a reluctance to ask such specific questions often leads to misunderstandings or missed opportunities? Sophia: That's an excellent approach, Kenji, and your use of polite, specific questioning and expressing genuine interest is precisely what facilitates successful navigation. And yes, a reluctance to ask such specific questions is a very common pitfall, often leading to misunderstandings, cultural faux pas, or simply not knowing how to fully engage. My research suggests that locals generally appreciate visitors who show a sincere interest in their traditions. What role does planning logistics like ticketing, transport, and crowd management play in maximizing one's experience at a major city event? And how do you verbally discuss these practicalities? Kenji: Planning logistics is the backbone of maximizing enjoyment at any major city event, Sophia. Without it, even the most captivating festival can become a source of stress. I verbally discuss these practicalities by focusing on efficiency and anticipating common challenges. For ticketing, I might ask, is it advisable to purchase tickets in advance online, or are they readily available at the gate? For transport, I'd inquire, what's the best way to get to the main venue during peak hours? Public transport, ride-sharing, or is parking available? Regarding crowd management, I'd ask, are there designated entry and exit points for the festival? And what's the expected crowd density around the main stage during the evening performances? I also often suggest meeting points to friends or travel companions in crowded environments. Let's aim to meet by the old fountain if we get separated in the crowds, or check in every hour via text. This proactive approach ensures a smoother experience. How do you approach the challenge of engaging with the local culture respectfully, ensuring your participation enhances the festive atmosphere rather than disrupting it? Sophia: Kenji, your insights into planning logistics and using proactive communication for crowd management are incredibly practical. The challenge of engaging with the local culture respectfully is paramount for enriching both the visitor's experience and the festival's integrity. My approach involves a combination of observational learning, humble inquiry, and active participation when invited. I advise visitors to first observe local behavior. How do locals dress, interact, celebrate? When interacting with locals, I encourage using phrases like, "I'm so impressed by this tradition. Could you tell me more about its significance?" Or, "Thank you for sharing your culture. It's truly beautiful." If uncertain about participating, one might ask, is it appropriate for visitors to join in this dance, or is it a sacred ritual for locals? This shows deference. I emphasize avoiding disruptive behavior like pushing through crowds, taking unsolicited photos of individuals, or being overly loud in quieter moments. It's about being a conscious guest, embracing the spirit of the event as it is, rather than trying to mold it to one's own expectations. What are the common pitfalls individuals fall into when trying to navigate city events and festivals, and how can they be avoided? Kenji: Sophia, your advice on observational learning, humble inquiry, and respectful participation is crucial for authentic cultural immersion. The common pitfalls individuals fall into when trying to navigate city events and festivals often include poor planning, leading to missed performances, long queues, or transport issues. Another pitfall is underestimating crowds or noise levels, causing sensory overload or anxiety. Disregarding local customs or etiquette is also common, which can unintentionally offend locals or disrupt the event. Some might engage in over-reliance on technology, constantly filming or photographing instead of experiencing the moment. There's also the pitfall of not staying hydrated or protecting oneself from the sun/elements, leading to physical discomfort or exhaustion. Lastly, having rigid expectations for the experience, which can lead to disappointment if the reality differs, is a significant pitfall. To avoid these, individuals should research thoroughly beforehand about logistics and the event's nature. They should prepare mentally for crowds and sensory stimulation. They should learn basic local phrases and observe local behavior to understand customs. They should balance capturing memories with being present in the moment. They should prioritize personal well-being with water, appropriate clothing, and rest. And crucially, they should approach the event with an open mind and flexibility, ready to embrace the unexpected. How do you believe the growing trend of digital guides and interactive festival apps impacts people's ability to navigate and truly experience city events and festivals? Sophia. Kenji, your comprehensive list of pitfalls and proactive avoidance strategies, particularly embracing an open mind and flexibility, is incredibly valuable for truly enjoying these vibrant occasions. The growing trend of digital guides and interactive festival apps certainly has a complex and often contradictory impact on people's ability to navigate and truly experience city events and festivals. On one hand, they offer immense convenience: real-time schedules, interactive maps, artist information, food vendor locations, and even crowd density updates. This can significantly enhance planning and reduce stress, allowing attendees to efficiently move between attractions and discover hidden gems. However, the worse side is equally significant. Over-reliance on these apps can lead to a screen-centric experience, where individuals are constantly looking down at their phones rather than truly observing and interacting with their surroundings, the performers, or other attendees. It can diminish spontaneous discovery and limit serendipitous encounters. There's also the risk of losing the authenticity of the moment, as the focus shifts to optimizing a pre-planned itinerary rather than allowing for organic immersion. So, while powerful tools for efficiency, they demand conscious effort to ensure they enhance the experience without becoming a barrier to genuine engagement. In your final analysis, what are the ultimate rewards or transformations that an individual gains from truly mastering the art of navigating city events and festivals effectively? Kenji. Sophia, your astute analysis of digital guides highlighting both their convenience and the risk of a screen-centric experience perfectly captures this modern dilemma. The ultimate rewards or transformations that an individual gains from truly mastering the art of navigating city events and festivals effectively are manifold and deeply enriching. It cultivates an incredible sense of cultural literacy and global awareness, as they gain first-hand exposure to diverse traditions, artistic expressions, and community values. This leads to significantly enhanced adaptability and problem-solving skills, as they learn to navigate complex environments, manage logistics, and react flexibly to changing circumstances. A proficient navigator gains greater self-confidence and independence, knowing they can comfortably immerse themselves in new and dynamic social settings. It fosters a powerful sense of belonging and connection to local communities, moving beyond being a mere tourist to becoming a respectful participant in shared celebrations. Beyond the immediate enjoyment, it creates vivid, lasting memories and profound personal stories that go far beyond what any guidebook could offer. Perhaps most profoundly, mastering this art transforms the concept of travel itself, from just seeing sights, to experiencing the living pulse of a city and connecting with its heart and soul. It's the difference between observing a culture and truly feeling a part of it. Narrator. What an exceptionally illuminating and practical conversation with Ms. Sophia Ramirez and Mr. Kenji Tanaka. Their expert insights have masterfully illuminated the critical nuances involved in navigating city events and festivals, from understanding an event's character and asking specific questions to planning logistics and respectfully engaging with local culture. Their dialogue powerfully underscores that effective festival navigation is not just about logistics, but about cultural sensitivity, active participation, and a genuine desire for immersive experiences. Now, let's consolidate some of the key vocabulary and concepts from their rich dialogue that you can integrate into your own festival adventures. Practice session. Expressing yourself. Let's revisit some valuable phrases and concepts from today's in-depth episode. Practice using these in your own discussions about city events and festivals. Preliminary step of understanding the event's character and scale. An initial stage of grasping what kind of event it is and how big it will be. Unequivocally fundamental. Absolutely essential or crucial. Polite, specific questioning and expressing genuine interest. Asking clear questions respectfully and showing real curiosity. Ascertain their accessibility. Finding out how easy it is for people with different needs to attend. Cultural protocols. Specific customs or rules of behavior in a particular culture. Backbone of maximizing enjoyment. The most important part or foundation for having a good time. Observational learning, humble inquiry, and active participation when invited. Ways to respectfully learn about and engage with local culture. Complex and often contradictory impact. an effect that is complicated and seems to contradict itself. Screen-centric experience, focusing too much on a phone or screen instead of the real world. Manifold and deeply enriching, many and having a very profound and positive effect. Choose 3 of these phrases and explain how they might relate to an experience you've had at a city event or festival. For example, before going to the Cherry Blossom Festival in Tokyo, I made a preliminary step of understanding the event's character and scale by researching its history and how crowded it gets, which was unequivocally fundamental to my enjoyment. When visiting the carnival in Rio de Janeiro, I made sure to use polite, specific questioning and expressing genuine interest to understand the cultural protocols regarding parade participation, especially about costumes. I've noticed that relying too much on my phone's app during the Edinburgh Fringe Festival can lead to a screen-centric experience, sometimes missing the spontaneous street performances, despite the app being the backbone of maximizing enjoyment for logistics. Narrator. As Ms. Sophia Ramirez and Mr. Kenji Tanaka so eloquently articulated, mastering the art of navigating city events and festivals is a skill that empowers you to fully embrace the spirit of a place, connect with its people and create unforgettable memories. It's about approaching each celebration with curiosity, respect and a willingness to learn. By embracing strategic planning, cultural sensitivity and open-minded participation, you can transform a simple visit into a profound journey of discovery and connection. Until our next insightful discussion on the English Learning Podcast, keep exploring, keep celebrating and keep immersing yourself in the world's vibrant cultures.